Jason Capital here, and I have a quick fucking message to share with someone as awesome, handsome, and good looking as yourself. I'm aware, handsome, good looking, same thing. Do I care? Not really. So, today's video is about a book. It's about a man and a book. The man's name is Ben Franklin. The book is called Autobiography of Ben Franklin, I think. Walter Isaacson wrote it, the same guy who wrote the Steve Jobs biography, which BTW, fucking awesome as well. I should probably read both of them. Anyways, I'm reading the book last night before bed. I read biographies before bed. It's what I do. And really funny in today's video. So, reading this book, and Ben tells a story, counts a story, where he was a publisher, right, in Philadelphia back in the day when Philadelphia had like 8,000 people. And he's one of the publishers who's like vying for the top spot in the area as the top publisher, top publishing newspaper. And he was like at a crossroads because there was someone who wanted to pay him a lot of money to print a story that Ben didn't feel comfortable printing. It wasn't like in alignment with his values, his boundaries, his morals and standards. So he was like, what do I do? I make fat dough and spend it on bottles and bitches, or do I keep my moral integrity and not print this? So he thought long and hard about it, and here's what he decided to do. He said, you know what? I'm gonna leave work tonight. I'm gonna go to the bakery. I'm gonna buy a loaf of bread. I'm gonna go home. Okay, I'm going to eat this bread on the floor of my house. The floor, which is 1700s. So floors weren't like our floors. Sit on the floor, eat the bread, and then take my coat, lie down on the wooden floor, and put the coat over me, and I'm going to sleep like that. And then I'll see how I feel in the morning. We did that. Wakes up in the morning, and he was like, thought to himself, he's like, you know what? If I can spend the whole night eating just bread and sleeping on a nasty floor with a jacket, then I don't really need to print stuff that's not in alignment with my integrity, with my morals, just for a little bit of money. Because I can survive. I don't need that shit. It's cool, I like the money, but I don't need that shit, all right? I don't need it. And I love this fucking story because it has so many applications to me and to you and to our lives. Right, so think about yourself. What about there's times if you're with a girl and maybe she wants you to do something for you, or she wants you to do something for her, and you know like it's not in alignment with your values. You know you'd be giving up yourself for her a little bit. What do? Well, your initial reaction is to think, well, I should do this thing for her because that'll make her like me more. But the truth is, when you try to make someone like you, that's like the worst thing you can do. That actually makes them not like you when you're trying to make them like you, when they see that you're sacrificing yourself. Because even though you're doing something nice for her, what you're really saying on a contextual level, okay, is that I will sacrifice my integrity for you. And women fucking hate it when men sacrifice their integrity for anything. Anything. All pumped up over here. Ben Franklin's got me going. So remember that. And also remember, maybe if you get really attached to a girl and she pulls back and your initial reaction is to like text and call her out and see what's going on, find out what the fuck is going on, think to yourself, you know what? In this situation, there's probably two important things I can realize here. Number one, I can realize that if I do text and call her a lot, when she pulls back, that's only going to push her away further. And two, maybe there's a reason she's pulling back, and if I just relax and stay on my path and get focused and get back on what's most important to me, and I go back on my path and I'm just focused and even focus even deeper on my goal with more positive aggression, as Maxwell Maltz, who would say, one of my favorite people from psycho-cybernetics. And if you think that, and then you go, you know what? If Ben Franklin can sleep on the floor, eating nothing but gross-ass bakery bread, and his overcoat in the cold winter of Philadelphia, and he didn't need that, then I probably don't need her, okay? Realize, too, you can sleep on the floor with bread for a night and be fine, okay? That's because you are full on your own. You are a badass on your own. So when a girl pulls back, you don't need her, okay? Again, you can sleep on the wooden floor with the jacket. You can do it, too. All right, so take the courage from me, take it from Ben, I don't care, but understand that, when it comes times to these decisions in our lives, which happen a lot, where we have to decide, well, am I going to sacrifice my moral integrity for a quick, instant gratification that probably will be transient and won't even make me happy for that long? Remember this story. Remember this time. Remember this video. You, too, can sleep on the wooden floor with gross-ass bakery bread in the cold of winter with a nasty overcoat and be just fine. I'm Jason Capital. I'll see you later, man.